Today I'm joined by Bloomstar.
Hello.
And we'll be your commentating duo for the race. My first time properly commentating here, so I'm quite nervous and excited. But now let's get down to business, shall we?
I'm sure you'll do fine. It's looking like you've got some experience in the commentary role.
Oh really? Who gave you that impression? Let's start here by looking at the Renault of Glock. I'm sure the memes will be coming in very, very soon of that. On the super softs, on his out lap. I'm quite nervous and excited today. I've heard a lot about W2WR racing before joining, and I've heard these drivers are pretty good.
Well, this is AL1, which is the top league wheel to wheel, where we've got the fastest pace drivers. And two of the races I can say are within the top 3% on the time trial for PlayStation.
Ooh. And we also have two people from AL2 also reserving here. One is from Chaos and the other is Dastardly, who will both be filling in for other drivers who can't make it today. As Glock starts his flying lap here. Well, up he goes to turn 1. It's... what would you say is a good time round, Monza? A 122, 123 in qualifying?
I would definitely think so. Last season, the pole time was a 131.94 set by Jordan Mosk, but that was on full wets. So certainly.
Well, today currently the weather does look like it's quite dry and overcast, I'd say. But hopefully we can see some nice action here in the qualifying.
Yeah, turn 1, lap 1's always a exciting thing at Monza.
Yeah, it is. I suspect there'll be a few crashes here and there. I'd also like to point out to you that this is an 100% league, so you'll be hearing my voice for quite a while.
I hear that we're one of the very few leagues that do 100% races.
Yeah, you actually are. Like for example, I have my own league. For those of you who watch me already, called SSL. That no. Like for us, we do 50%, and for most leagues that we rival, again, they do 50% as well. I was really surprised when he told me it was 100%. And Glock sets a 119.6 on the super soft for his first out lap.
That's a very respectable.
And I'm sure he'd want to do better than that for his second.
Yes. Although I will be edging my bets very safely, I must say, on the fastest lap being set by one of the McLarens.
Well, one of the McLarens has just actually gone through a 119.7, which is a pretty decent lap, gets him in second place. And the third McLaren for 120.2. Ooh.
So who should we go on board with?
We'll go on board with Cookie Gamer, who's currently coming up to, currently in the third sector now, goes a bit too wide, like the edge on the corners.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if that wasn't invalid.
So am I. I'll check right now. Where is it? Cookie? Oh, there he is. No, it wasn't invalid.
Oh.
So as he comes down the main straight, he's not going to get a good time. It's a 121.8, putting him in 5th place. As Musica on the softs has just shown in 6th place at a 129.7. 8 seconds off the pace. And it is a Williams. What can you expect? My hate for Williams though is strong. I can tell you that. And Glock has gone back into the pits and will ride on board with Dastardly, currently on his flying lap.
Yeah, you seem to be quite excited to reserve for AL1 tonight. Last season, Dastardly was with AL1 after being promoted from AL2 the year before, but he's dropped back down to AL2 so he can be in a more competitive state each week.
That's understandable and very respectable, but it doesn't look like he's going to get pole, considering he's only on 111 as he's trying on the final corner. I'd say if he's going to get anything, he's going to get 5th. And he comes across the line. I was right, it is 5th place. 121.5. I'm the master of predictions. And from Chaos, also on his final lap. Oh, that's definitely been invalidated. There's no doubt that wasn't invalidated, yeah. Wait, hold on, was that even a lap?
Was that
from
Chaos? Beginning of his flying lap?
Yeah, it was. I was wondering why Sector 2 said 6:03. Like, how on earth do you do 6 minutes in the second sector? This game confuses me. Very much so. You know, I'm surprised if we don't see some turn 1 corner cuts today. Knowing that it is Monza. So, and you can expect turn 1 drama at any track, but Monza's one of those ones that you really have to kind of make sure the other drivers and you don't get in each other's way. Make sure there's no turn 1 dive bombs.
Well, yeah, that's it. That's one especially.
Yeah.
It's fighting for that track position to make sure that you've got the best start, that you either defend your good place, or you make a good place from the start grid to
where you were. 1. Yeah. I mean, I know from when I race, I know I'd prefer to have the outside line, just so that I don't get punched up the rear on the inside.
See,
Go
on, sorry.
No, you continue. As
on
Chaos
this,
1:27.
2017 game, I seem to be lacking a lot of pace, which I had in 2017. So, not that it's an intentional strategy, but it seems to always be that I'll start somewhere nearer the back of the grid, and I feel comfortable knowing that I've got a bit of space, a bit of breathing time to navigate my way through the field.
Yeah. I mean,
sometimes winning a race is avoiding all the accidents and staying out on the track, making sure you've got no penalties, because doing a 100% race, when you've got corner cut penalties, you can drop some places here at Will to Win.
Yeah. As the 2 Ferraris actually, I believe, are both on a flying lap. Well, it seems not, but Minster Flash has just overtaken his teammate. He's actually set 3 laps already on the same set of super softs, which is not a very good strategy if he plans to keep them out for the race. They'll really go to pot very quickly.
Although I have seen some very ambitious tyre strategies with extending the length of these tyres very well to avoid any unnecessary pit stops, and I got to say in AL1 that they seem to be able to carry it off quite well. And we've got a Renault there who had a bit of a kick on the back tyres as he come round into sector 3.
Well, that's probably Glock then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, considering his teammate isn't actually here today, I believe.
No.
And Glock's in the pits.
We are a bit light on the numbers today, but I think that's Christmas time, Christmas parties, and this and that.
Yeah. Ooh. And we'll ride on board with... Is that I or an L, mate? Oh, my eyes are so bad.
Is that Alex Musica?
No, it's Raycon.
Raycon.
Yes, is that how you say it?
I'm not really 100% sure myself. I think it's either Ralcon or Raycon. But considering it's Formula 1, I think people favour Raycon.
Yeah. So, Raycon. I'm going to struggle not saying Raikkonen.
Yeah, I do.
I really am. I'm also really struggling not to say, is that Glock?
Yeah.
As Raikkonen comes into 4th place at 119.9. And I have no idea why I'm saying 1 minute 13s or 1 minute 21s, 22s. Because nobody's really setting them.
Well, this is the nature of AL1 again. If we was watching AL2, I think we'd be looking at 122s.
Yeah. Well, actually,
interestingly enough,
Stewie here.
we've got Alex Musica on the softs, who's set the 7th fastest
120.2.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've also got Chewie on the softs, who's trying to set the 2nd slowest time. However, I do believe he's trying to improve that again. Scratch that. He's not going to improve that. He's probably going back into the pits.
Yes, with that time, yeah.
Yeah. Let's take right on board with Sir Brian. What a name.
Sir Brian.
Oh, and he's off back into the... Why is everyone going back into the pits? Please.
Well,
Poorly
orange. Yes, I think that's a safe.
Yes.
He's just starting his lap.
Yeah. Or Cookie Gamer next lap, okay? Boom, we've got it sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Simple. Oh. Oh, hello Ryan. Welcome to the stream. So I'm just reading the comments now. Here,
I don't have any comments yet.
Oh, I do. So I always give invites to my friends, because I know they'll just come and watch and hang out. And a funny story whilst we're just watching our Poorly Orange here, I get a guy from a PC who races in AOR come and watch all my F1 streams. So I'm just waiting for him to pop in.
I gotta say that, you know, compared to watching some other streams and that, your voice is very clear. You've clearly got a decent setup, and you know what you're on about.
If I told you I did, I'd be lying. And Poorly Orange goes 4th place to 119.9. Wow, that was only 6 thousandths quicker than Raikon. I mean, wow. That's what watch Cookie Gamer for his fastest lap. Hoping to improve on his 120, which could see him go in, well, hopefully if he gets faster, he could get up into the 2nd row and overtake people like Poorly Orange and Raikon.
Cookie is someone that you would naturally see in the top 5.
I hope I do, because really, I have my money on Cookie to win this race. I don't know why. I've never seen any of these before. Like, no, I've only raced with you before. And honestly, I really do think Cookie's the one who's going to win this race.
Oh, okay.
If that's a bad luck charm, then I'm sorry, Cookie. If it's not, then every race I'm here, you know you've got me on your side. I also think Glock could really mount. Oh, and that's a really, really bad turn there.
Wonder if that's to do with his setup, because he didn't seem
most
to have
likely
much control there. And I seem to recall, I think Glocky also lost it a little bit there as well.
He's only come back into the pits. And that is some weird Mercedes-Ferrari things there. Let's just never talk about that again. And well, they'll go out and watch Glock's teammate, Mr. Flash, who's currently only a place behind him, but about 8 thousandths of a second behind. Really, I really think that this Ferrari duo could mount maybe a 1-3 challenge, because I feel like Glock will come 2nd this race. Again, bold predictions, I know, but
well, you've got to have them.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with Poorly Orange as a bet for a podium finish. I'll add a bit of security to my bet.
And I can tell you one thing, there's going to be at least 2 crashes. That's a fact. And if there's not, then I'm just going to stop betting altogether, because betting's bad.
I'll jump in and say as well, a wheel to wheel, we have AL1, which is the league we're currently watching. We have AL2, which run on a Friday night, and we are looking in the new year to introduce an AL3 again, because we used to have an AL3 before. So we are looking for a couple more drivers just to fill the grid out again, so we can be at 19 in each league. So if you're wanting to join up, follow the link on our. Well, you can see it on my stream.
I'll put the link on my stream when it becomes a video, because I have no idea how to edit this. Well, I'll just edit the description here.
Wheel to wheel racing.formation.co.uk.
.formation.co.uk.
Yeah.
And there we go.
We do induct all of our drivers before they're allowed into a league race. We just want to make sure that everybody's clean and fair, and then also it's just to have a little quick look at pace to see which league you would suit the best.
Yeah. Well, I'll be going to L4 eventually if I start racing again. I can't even set 125s around Italy, so I'm useless.
Well, Monza last season, yes, on 2017 game, I was running second with about 5 laps to go, and I come to lap a car and unfortunately I got knocked off and ended up finishing 5th. But it was definitely one of my strong tracks.
I feel like Monza is pretty much one of everyone's favourite tracks. Like, whenever anyone has a list, Canada and Monza are always the two that are on there. Because apart from turn 1, there's not really any turns that people hate. As Mr. Flash retires, probably did crash somewhere.
Well, there's a yellow flag in Sector 1, but unfortunately with this game now, you can't go to a retired car where you used to be able to. I never understood why they took that away.
No, neither do I. I think that it did cause some issues though when looking at it, because sometimes the game would lag out and crash on you. But I don't like, knowing Codemasters, they should be able to fix that, so I don't really know why they've got rid of it.
Right, I think Cookie will be one of the last to set a flying lap as he's just crossed the line.
Will Dastardly even be able to set his lap? No, he won't. It's like Dastardly doesn't.
Alex Musica will also be able to set his lap.
Oh, there he is. We'll actually go on board with Alex Musica for this lap in the Williams. Only one on track.
Although we probably agree on the state of Williams, and Raikkonen goes quickest with a 1:19.5, and Glucky is retired. I don't know when that's happened.
And that is a big corner cut from Alex Musica.
Yeah, I think
he's not setting a faster lap after that.
No, I think I'm going to go on board with Cookie.
I will join you with that.
It looks like we've got Lee Finley and Jordan Musk also about to set another lap.
One thing I will say, for Code... Oh, what a lap from Paulie Orange, and 1:19.4 puts him in pole position. Well, original pole at least. And Cookie Gamer, I think I had an invalid lap time there. I believe. I'm not really sure.
Jordan looks to still be able to set.
Yes, he did.
Oh, and he just misses out on pole by 0.02 of a second.
And Alex Musica has decided to go in the pits and waste everyone's time. Thanks. Thank you. So we're now going to be stuck here waiting for like 1 minute and 16 seconds. Great.
I certainly feel more comfortable about my bet on Paulie Orange taking a podium step.
I don't feel good about anything I've said. Apart from the 2 crashes thing. I think 2 crashes will happen.
Have you ever found many problems with the lobbies with...
I guess. Every week.
Yeah.
There's at least 2.
Yeah.
Either I get kicked out as the host, or racers just all of them get booted for no reason whatsoever.
We have had it a few times when there's been an alien car on the track, which is nothing to do with... Right, I'll have a quick rundown of the qualifying. In P1 we have Paulie Orange. In P2 we have Jordan Musk. P3 we have Raikkonen. P4 we have Glucky. P5 we have Lee Finley. P6 Cookie Games. P7 is Mr. Flash. P8 is From Chaos. P9 is Alex Musica. P10 is Sir Brian. P11 is Dastardly, and P12 is Chewy.
One thing I do like is the fact that all the drivers have at max 1.6 seconds of difference between them.
Yeah,
showing how tight this league can actually be.
And every time, I'll just point out, is under a 1:22. Which is what we was
Oh.
edging our bets on at the start, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm not a betting man. I'll tell you that. Even though if I bet money on Lewis Hamilton winning the title, I'll probably be right. One thing I will say about Codemasters, though, as we were just talking about how they got rid of the not being able to see retired cars. There should be like a way to add the track map, like maybe just a small one, into the bottom corner, just so you can see where drivers are.
Yeah.
Like, as then you wouldn't have to flick through to see where they were on track. Obviously, like in qualifying, this would be a lot better. As in race, you'd kind of know where they are by their position.
Yeah.
But at least then you can see, like, oh, who's coming up to the retired car? Can I see what's happened?
Yeah, and the other random thing that they've taken away is when you ride on board in spectator mode, you used to be able to look left and right and behind, which now you can't.
Wait, you could do that?
No, on spectator mode, if you change the camera view so you're riding on board, you push your analog stick left, right, and rearwards, and you can't look around anymore. Whereas you used to be able to on 2017.
I
It's
actually
just a
did not
bizarre
know that.
thing to take away.
I didn't even know they were doing. They actually had that in. That's again, Codemasters are just get rid of some random stuff that people really do enjoy, like interviews from back in F1 2011. Or 20, was it 2010 or 2011? It was one or two.
I've
They
only
got
really
rid of them
been
now.
on board since 2016.
Ah, fair enough. But no, in 2010 and 2011, like they had an interview system like they have now, except it didn't impact so much. It was just more for the fun.
Yeah.
But they got rid of that, and the reason it's back now, obviously, is because everyone said about it. No, it's just Codemaster things.
At least the safety car works a little bit this time.
Yeah, but virtual safety car doesn't. Still. Then, actually, that is a point. How often do you get safety cars?
Well, sometimes we don't get a safety car when we really think there should be a safety car. Last week we had two people crash out. The car was on the track, and the rest of the drivers had to literally drive between these two abandoned cars on track, and there was no safety car. And then sometimes someone can retire from the session, and the car pulls off into a safe space, and then there's a safety car.
Yeah. To be fair, for us, whenever we have one, it's always a virtual safety car. We never get normal safety cars because...
Although I don't know if it's to do with it being 50%, and this one's 100%, because you've got more time to allow for a safety car to drive 2 or 3 laps around the track. Whereas on 50%, if you drive 2 or 3 laps around the track and behind a safety car, you've lost more of your race.
Yeah, it's probably like 20-30% of the race you're on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially at tracks like Belgium. Oh.
Yeah.
That is horrible.
Having a look on the weather report, it's saying that we've sunny to begin with, and we've got a light spot of rain in the middle, and then it's overcast, so it should dry up.
Now, serious question: where do you see that?
It's on our commentary info chat group. One of the drivers has posted it up. One of the other admin.
I thought it was on game, and I was very confused as to why. How you saw that?
No, it's commentary info.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, I found it luckily.
So yeah, because again, that's something where as spectators, obviously,
You don't get
I
to
think
see.
a more common thing now is people like us doing commentaries. We can't see any weather information.
And that is a downside. Okay, I swear setups don't take this long.
No, sorry, I should explain. Because we do 100% races, we, as standard, have a 5-minute break between qualifying and the race.
Oh.
So that allows anybody to go to the little boys' room or little girls' room if we have any.
Oh, fair enough.
So because
That makes sense.
obviously in real F1 there's a 2-hour limit on a Grand Prix, but we've actually been on this and there isn't a 2-hour limit on the game.
No.
So you can have a wet Singapore and you're on it for more than 2 hours.
Yeah. That makes sense.
The other thing that sometimes happens on these screens is the lights go out and the cars don't move for another couple seconds.
Yeah.
So as I go around the formation lap, I'll just have one more rundown of the starting order. So in first place we have Paulie Orange in the Mercedes. Second place we have Jordan Musk in the McLaren. Third place we have Raikkonen for Force India. Fourth place we have Glocky in the Renault. We have then the second McLaren in fifth place for Lee Finley. Cookie Games is in sixth place for Ferrari, followed by his teammate Mr. Flash in seventh. The AL2 reserve from Chaos is in 8th place. Alex Musica is in 9th in the Williams. Sir Brian for Force India is in 10th place. Dastardly in the Sauber is in 11th place. And Chewy for Red Bull is in 12th place.
I have just realised this is the first time I'm actually commentating a full 100% race.
I hope you don't get bored, sorry.
No, it's fine. I love it, I really do. Oh, and the
Glocky's away
Renault
again.
Glocks just...
Yeah.
Oh.
Never
Well,
mind.
least amount of disqualifications I've actually seen in a formation lap for once.
Yeah, we do try
I'm used to,
and
like...
keep it clean,
Yeah.
because what does happen, if you get grassy tyres, if you come off on your formation lap, when you get reset to the grid,
Yeah.
the grass stays on your tyres.
Yeah, I know.
And then you can't pull off the
Normally
line very
people
well.
just... Normally for me, people just can't lose it sometimes. Well, not even to their own fault. Just, you know, testing out corners on the formation lap. Which is a problem of not having practice, however, people get bored of practice, so
Yeah.
what can you do? As we cut to 5 red lights for the Italian Grand Prix. And away we go. Very slowly.
And it's a poor start by
Did
the
you
Force
like-
India, Raikkonen. Oh, and we have a collision already.
Oh, Glock and Lufini. Oh, both out. So there's a massive dive bomb from Cookie Gamer.
Absolute
Why did I put my
huge
trust in
dive
you?
bomb. It's unbelievable. Paulie Orange has
Raikkonen's
dropped
got
to third
first.
place.
From Chaos is now in first, with Raikkonen in second, down to third, my apologies. Paulie Orange in fourth. And just everything's going on in the middle of the pack here.
That was a crazy start to the Grand Prix.
And at least nobody's out of the race completely though.
No, I think we're going to have a few pits then. And we have a Haas coming off
Oh,
from
and
Chaos.
our leader from Chaos has just spun straight into the gravel. He's back down to 11th place. Probably about to be 12 here if Glock can make up the distance.
Glock's got half a wing. So we've got Mr. Flash
Oh,
now
well.
currently out in front. Paulie Orange just still maintains his front row-ish.
Kind of.
I think we're
Raikkonen
going
in
to have
third.
at least a few pitting now.
Yeah. No doubt from Chaos on Glock you're going to have to pit. No doubt. Oh, that's... And who has gone into the pit so far then?
So we've got Jordan Musk in the pits.
And Glock as well. Let's actually put on the details for position changes. So currently, the person who's actually got the most is Sir Brian. Oh, no, my apologies. I mean Mr. Flash, who's got 6 places, followed by Sir Brian, who's got 5. And a massive downfall from Jordan Musk, who's gone down 9 places.
Yeah. He was obviously involved in some of that at the beginning of the race.
Yeah. as Jordan Mustang and Glock have both gone on to the soft tyres.
Although they're going to have to now be doing a recovery drive, trying to iron out a pit stop, possibly.
Alex Musica down the inside, a lovely move on the Force India of Sir Brian. Slightly exceeding track limits there, and gone a bit wide. However, he has got the place, and that's up into 5th place for him. It's actually going to be a three-way battle here for 5th place, with Dastardly also on the back of these two. Taking a better line as well. Surely he's got to get Sir Brian here, as Cookie Gamer's in the pits.
I think
he's gone down.
Go on, sir.
He's gone down the inside, and if he can make it at his first tour here, that should be a really good move. Unfortunately not though, so Sir Brian keeps the position.
Lee Finley is also pitted now.
Ah, is he? Oh yes, he has.
I did think there wasn't many people that pitted from the start, and I think they was just trying to push the front wings, but maybe there was feeling they was losing time with the damage.
Jordan Mustard got past his teammate. And Cookie Gamer with a 5-second stop-go penalty. It's corner cutting.
He's obviously, I think he's cut that first chicane out completely. That's the only way you would get a 5-second corner cut.
Yeah.
Oh! There's a bit of a kick from the back end on Cookie Games there. I think he's struggling with this setup.
Alex Music has got quite far away from Sir Brian now. However, Dastardly's still on the back of Brian, and this time with DRS, as he's in a second. Nice fast as that from Raikkonen, a 124. And can Dastardly make the move? And he's on for the outside this time. Got it nice and easily.
Yeah, I think it's completely.
But would he get any?
Before the turn, yeah.
Yeah, there's no comeback from that for Sir Brian. 2 positions in 2 laps. And it's not been. I mean, he had a good start, but then kind of lost it. And to be fair though, Alex Music is doing really well on the softs in 3rd place.
Yeah, because he was one of the few that qualified on the softs, wasn't he?
Yeah, so along with Chewy as well. As a Cookie Gamer's just made it past Poorly Orange, which I've completely missed. My apologies.
This is the other thing with 100% races, and I know there's not 19 on track right now, but when we've got several people on track, it's hard to
keep up with the action here.
Yeah, it's almost like you want a replay button.
Yeah, you do, but not a rewind button. So nobody wants YouTube Rewind version 2.
No.
No. Insta dislike. It's fair. Everyone who's actually pitted has gone on to the softs.
Well, I think that's a sensible idea, because as we was looking at the weather, we know that it's going to rain. So I think they're looking at the tyre strategy of pushing them softs till the rain.
And to be fair, it was 45 minutes in, so that should be, if I'm being incorrect, about 25 laps.
Yeah.
Somebody's expecting to take their softs quite far then.
Well, this is what I was saying earlier about this AL1 league with tyre strategies. They can manage tyres really well. It really does surprise me. We've got a bit of a battle with
Sir Brian and Dastardly.
Yeah, Sir Brian's trying to get his place back.
And he'll have, if he can make the move down the straight here, he'll have DRS. Same place Alex Musica made the move on him. But Dastardly's defending the inside quite well.
He is.
So
I think Sir Brian in the Force India was struggling for the straight line speed. Yeah.
Ooh, what a move there though. Oh, and Dastardly's hit the grass. Is that going to let Chewy in? And he's chomped down. No pun intended. He's chomped down that gap. And will have DRS on the main straight. So it's going to be a double loss for positions for Dastardly. I mean, considering he's in reserve, he's, in my opinion, he's doing quite well to be up in 5th.
Yes.
And I don't think Chewy's going to get the move done here.
No, he's got the DRS open, but I think he's struggling on the straight line speed. And
what's happened here? Oh, Chewy's just completely missed the corner.
He was carrying a lot of speed with his DRS open behind Dastardly, and he overshot.
Yeah.
It's a shame for him to get a 5-second stop go there.
Yeah, that is quite unfair. He did it properly as well.
And he lost a lot of time.
Yeah, Paul the Orange making the move. Paul the Orange just overtaking Cookie Gamer.
And
what a move that was.
Right behind him also.
Yeah. Jordan Musk also, I think they hit Jordan Musk in the turn. But I don't see any wing damage on either of them, so it's all good.
Bearing in mind, these three was at the very front of the grid at the start of the race, but there was all involved in something at the start.
A crash. Yeah. As Cookie Gamer's made the move down the inside here. He just won't keep that, will he? Let's get a good view here for all three of them. I don't feel like Jordan Must is going to get... Oh, never mind. He's just got... Has he just got both of them? Surely not.
He's
been pushed out by the Ferrari.
All of them on the soft
Jordan Must has just got both of them.
Gone well deep into that corner.
Oh, Cookie Gamer, man. I feel bad. From Chaos is off into the pits as well. 6 laps on these super softs. And most likely he'll go onto the softs. Which... I
think there's something wrong with Cookie's out. I think he must have had some damage, or he's struggling with his setup still, because he just didn't make the turn.
Wow, and that is a shame from Cookie. The guy I said who would win the race. Great. Great. Just, no. Have a Raikkonen in 2nd place. He's going to try and make the move on Mr. Flash. I don't really think he'll...
But he's not opened it. I think he didn't believe he's quite got it, but he's got a lot of battery power also.
Probably saving up ERS. What about... Mr. Flash has got half a bar. Maybe Raikkonen's saving it for next lap?
Yeah, because like Dastardly used his DRS and got past Raikkonen, I think. But then that cost him on the next lap. Maybe Raikkonen's trying to find the right moment for him to engage his DRS and DRS to complete the move.
I think he's using both now. He is. He will get this. If he goes down the inside, he should be able to get this quite easily. And he's made the move. Oh, but... Oh, Mr. Flash. Outbraking him quite easily. Well, by quite some distance, my apologies. And keeps the position.
That was quite a fair challenge there, as well.
Paul the Orange
right on the inside again now. But that means he's on the outside of this turn. And he completes the move.
Mr. Flash getting a bit of oversteer there as well, so lost quite a bit of time and won't get the DRS on the next straight. Actually, never mind, he will.
He's just under 1 second.
Only just. And Jordan Must has got time penalty. He's actually in quite a tense fight with Paul the Orange here for 7th place. Paul the Orange won't try the move down the inside. Quite sensible really, especially on this corner. And Glock's also on the back of From Chaos. But I don't believe he's catching very much.
Right, I think Mr. Flash is making a move on Raikkonen. He's closing that gap down.
Using up quite... not much is DRS
but he's struggling with the straight line speed. Certainly not
Maybe
the straight line speed
setup.
the force injury had on him last lap.
Yeah. And coming to the last corner here is Paul the Orange and Jordan Musk. Paul the Orange only 4 tenths away. Surely should be able to get the move. He has more ERS, he has DRS.
They've both turned the rear
and he's going
to overtake.
Straight down the inside. And that is a nice overtake there from Paul the Orange. Making the move stick as well, defending the inside line.
He did. Very well.
As a Glock has just overtaken From Chaos for that crucial 1 point. But from Chaos is actually still on his back. Hopefully he can get him around the next chicane if he's quick enough.
From Chaos is definitely top end AL2, so it doesn't surprise me to see him contending for points in AL1.
Ooh. Only 0.3 seconds behind now. As Jordan Must is actually... Is he? He is trying the move yet again on Poorly Orange. He's drifted out of the battle the whole race, I sense it. As Jordan Must has made the move stick.
He has.
Just
Poorly
about.
was a bit too far on the inside of that corner. He rode the curb a lot, which cost him some time.
I really feel like though Poorly Orange will get it back down the main straight yet again. Just kind of what he does.
I think these two must have very similar setups because they've got some pretty rapid straight line speed.
Yeah. Which I don't even think Poorly Orange will make it here.
No, I'm just saying straight line speed, but he struggled then.
Yeah. Guess he was trying, and he was saving LRS to be fair.
Yeah. So maybe he's banking it for the next lap.
Yeah, and Jordan Must has used up most of his. Hello Nunu, and yes, I'm commentating a new league. It's called W2WR Racing. Oh dear. Poorly Orange, 5 tenths behind still, and who these two are fighting so much? Jordan Must's teammate Lee Finley, sorry, was actually catching up by quite quickly. So it could be a McLaren sandwich for Poorly Orange.
Maybe it's McLaren team orders. Hold up that Mercedes.
And this is not Red Bull team orders, because you know they'd never follow through. Nuno, I'm not getting a computer. I'm a PlayStation gamer, I understand this.
Poorly Orange is now on the gearbox of Jordan Must. He's got a nose cone ahead, he's on the inside of the exit of turn 2.
Oh, but unfortunately he just gets a worse exit there.
Yeah.
Oh, hello Dave, thanks for saying I'm doing a great job. Unless you're not on about me and you're about Bloom Star, then, you know. Yeah, first and second place really haven't lost the gap between each other. They're still 4 tenths behind. If I wasn't, if I was right, I really do feel like Mr. Flash is actually just using DRS just to keep behind him and put the pressure on. Because there's no chance in making the moves, but as I say that, he's worried about to make a move, isn't he? No, he's not. No, I feel like he's just using the DRS just so he can stay on the gearbox, keep the pressure up, and actually try and fight just to stay behind. Because I feel like if he loses that gap, he's going to start losing time and really start to ruin his tyres.
Right. Coming back to Poorly Orange, if I can. He's 3 tenths behind Jordan. He's got his DRS open, but Lee Finley will soon be knocking at the door. So he
and
needs
again,
to get
Poorly Orange just can't make that move. It is great defending from Jordan Must for the last few laps.
It is. Jordan's got a lot of pace, but so is Poorly. But I think he's just displaying some slight frustrations trying to get past him, because Lee Finley is the current leader in the Drivers' Championship. So I don't think anybody wants Lee Finley behind them.
No. And I have to switch over to Chewy now, who's only 3 tenths behind Dastardly, who's just had quite a bad exit from that corner. I tell a lie, it's only 1 tenth now. If Chewy doesn't make it around this final corner, he'll have the DRS, which he will do anyway. But what a move around the outside from Chewy on the softs. Got the same amount of distance as Dastardly.
And now because
And
the
he
overtake
is
was late, he's got the DRS as well in front of him.
Oh, that must hurt Dastardly quite badly. But Chewy's now up into 5th. Back to Paul the Orange. Again can't make the move, but Lee Finley's just over a second away.
I was going to say he's a fraction outside of DRS.
Oh, and Paul the Orange trying to dive down the inside. Gets pushed out slightly, and Lee Finley's in a second.
Wasn't long enough.
No. And Jordan Orange made a move around the outside. Nice. What a nice move. I was not expecting that. And now it's the two McLarens fighting for that 7th place. And Glock's actually closed down from 6 seconds to 4 since this battle started. So Glock could get in on the action if he's lucky.
Both McLarens will have DRS now. Oh, and Jordan rides a bit deep on the exit.
I feel like everyone's going to make the overtakes me Leafy on Jordan. No, nobody's made the move down here.
No,
and Jordan's got another 3-second time penalty. Oh.
They've all got probably equal battery power as well, so it'll be interesting to see how the start-finish straight comes.
And all three of them, well, actually no, Jordan and Leafy both have DRS again. I don't want to see 3 widens turn 1, that's for sure. But Lee Finley's going for the move. Oh no, he's backed off to let Jordan go for the move.
Yeah, I think Jordan blocked Lee trying to go for the move, and Paul is fighting the pair of them off in spectacular fashion.
And Lee Finley's made the move around Jordan. But Jordan's on the back of him, so yeah, it's Jordan really scary.
Give it up easy. It looks like Jordan's on the inside of his teammate.
And Jordan's got that move done. I mean, if I was Paul the Orange right now, I would be scared completely. But also quite delighted considering that these two are teammates. If they take each other out, that's kind of throwing up McLaren in the standings.
Well, McLaren is first in the constructors by quite a distance, and that's helped by Lee Finley being first in the drivers.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure where Jordan. I don't think Jordan's far away.
And from what I've seen, Lee Finley's there by quite a margin. Like he's comfortably in the lead, not by like 1 or 2 points. As I look, there's another time penalty. And like Lee Finley won't have DRS.
No. Paul the Orange has pulled a 1.2 second gap.
Wait, wow, that means Jordan's really got the chance here just to get the move. He's got more ERS. Nah, not close enough. And again, Glock's narrowed the gap down from 4.7 seconds to 4.1. So hopefully these two McLarens continue fighting.
Raikon's just gone off. Sorry to interrupt there, but Raikon's just gone off. Mr. Flash was catching him. I don't think he took any damage. He did ride on the gravel a little bit, so he might have worn his tyres.
He looks fine. His front wing doesn't look too damaged. But that means Mr. Flash has now got a nice convincing 3-second lead in up to Alex Musica.
Although Alex Musica on the soft tyres, he will be feeling the most comfortable with his tyre.
Yeah. Mr. Flash does need to pick up the pace a little bit just so that Alex does not catch him. And Jordan Moss has actually lost time to Lee Finley. Dastardly's in the pits now on his super softs.
Did he pit lap 1? I can't remember.
No, he didn't. The only person I know, the highest person who did pit that one is Paul the Orange. But Dastardly's gone back out on super softs.
Again, we was looking at that rain, wasn't
Yeah.
And I think that's
I mean,
what
that
they're
should come in
looking
the next 10 laps, as he's been overtaken by Chaos. And Alex Music has got a 3-second time penalty. Jordan Must has closed back in on Leaf Finley by quite a margin. It was 0.8 seconds, now 0.5. Should have DRS. I don't think he'll get the move, but
No, we'll
anything to close up that main state.
It'll be in preparation for the next DRS. When
Yeah. But again, his exit didn't look that great though, in my opinion. However, he is still closing down. Lee Finley does not have much ERS left, yet Jordan Moss could go into easily has enough ERS just for overtake for this little bit. Using his DRS,
Lee Finley's not got his ERS up because he doesn't have enough. In fact, he's just turned it down.
And again, Jordan just can't make the move. I feel like this is just going to be Jordan's story, that he can't make moves on people.
But Lee has closed the gap to Paulie now as well.
What happened to Paulie Orange? She was a whole second in front. Oh, and he's corner cut. Great.
Was that Paulie then Lee?
Yeah, both of them corner cut the same part of the track. But Jordan's the closest in, and from Chaos has got a corner cut.
But yeah,
thanks for his control.
I'd like to remind some of the spectators, here at Wheel to Wheel, we've got a rule in our rules and regulation that if you get more than 4 exceeding track limit penalties, for every extra penalty you get, you are demoted 1 place. So if you was to be awarded 5 corner cut penalties, you will drop a place, which is something else you need to think about when you're battling for a place.
Leaf is only two tenths behind, and From Chaos is retired.
I can see his car, I can't go to it though.
Don't know what happened, but in other news, Leafy's just made the overtake from Paulie Orange.
And that looked like a very clean move.
Yeah.
Considering Lee didn't have the ERS on the last lap, he's done good to harvest some energy and use it.
Paulie Orange has lost all his ERS, and now he has to defend the second McLaren of Jordan Musk.
Yeah, who's got a lot of ERS.
Yeah. I mean, Jordan does have the worst tyres out them though.
Yes.
Considering that his have done 16 laps.
Not by much though.
Oh no, not by much.
And
Jordan's made the move.
Yeah.
But no, Paulie Orange just kept it. And he has DRS as well. Oh, both of them have DRS.
Oh,
but I really do feel
very close.
Yeah, Jordan's definitely got this if he's got the inside line. Oh, never mind, he lit off a bit too early, and Paulie Orange kept the position.
Ooh, tank slapper there.
Jordan tries to get in on the corner. Probably a better exit there than Paulie Orange. Paulie Orange with no ERS left, whilst Jordan has half a tank left.
That'll be his fall there then. Jordan's on the inside.
Yeah.
Looks comfortable. Can he hold the move? Oh! Contact!
Ooh, contact and made. Paulie Orange gave him the position back.
I think he did, yeah.
And that's really given Lee Finley a chance to just really get away.
I think that was fair from Paulie Orange there. He made contact with the rear wheel of Jordan Moss, but I think he held Jordan straight rather than just trying to get the pass and move off on him.
And again,
a lot of damage to Paulie Orange there, though.
And again, Paulie Orange will have DRS. Probably not going to be able to use it much, but it's enough to keep him in that second range of Jordan.
Well, speaking about second range, I'm just having a quick look at 1-2 at the moment. Alex Musical on the soft tyres is closing the gap to Mr. Flash.
Quite
Mr.
rapidly
Flash,
as well.
Mr. Flash is on 19 lap old supers. So
But
I'm
Mr.
sure
Flash has a lot more ERS if you look at it.
Yes.
I think Alex has been using his Ultra just to catch up.
Although this will be, if we've still got 5 or 10 laps before the rain, Mr. Flash will be struggling on that compound.
Yeah.
Whereas Alex will feel more comfortable.
But
on the flip side,
it doesn't actually.
Mr. Flash could pit, get some fresh supers on, so that when the rain hits, he's still got maximum grip.
Yeah. However, it doesn't look like it's going to rain within the next 3-4 laps.
No, I don't think it is. So
I'm looking at the sky. It doesn't look too overcast. It's a bit too bright for that. However, anything could happen in this race. As Paulie Orange is sliding in between that second and out that second gap. And he's slid out of it. It's quite sad. So Jordan, for now, is surviving comfortably in 7th. And, another thing I will say is Lee Finley got the gap between him and Chewy from a whole, well, it was 18 seconds on lap 14 to 7 seconds lap 21. So Chewy's, I don't think he's been setting that good lap times. I will just have a look at him now, but no, he has slipped into the 125s. But it didn't look awful. Is Lee Finley just got? Oh yeah, Lee Finley's just been setting 123s.
Yeah,
there's no wonder. Yeah.
He's also opened up the gap between him and Jordan. Lee Finley.
Yeah. Oh, Alex is in that second range. So he'll have DRS, how he hasn't got much ERS. Whilst Mr. Flash is the other way around.
Yeah, as Alex turns his ERS off. Because he knows he's going to run out. But he's got DRS, so he can still close that gap while saving his ERS for the next lap.
Jordan must have retired.
And his car is out on the track. Will we get a safety car? That is
most likely not.
Most likely not, but looking at as Dastardly comes around now, he's definitely fouling the track. But
I'd also like to say that I think Jordan's actually lost his 10th place there. By the rules of penalties, he had 5.
Well, also at wheel to wheel, I don't know if it's the same elsewhere, but you have to complete 90% of the race to be awarded your points.
Oh, okay then.
So 90% would be what? You'd have to do 48-ish laps.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Alex now is 2 tenths behind Mr. Flash as we're coming down to the start-finish straight, where he will have DRS. He's saved his ERS. He's up to 60% on his battery.
But
he will have
Mr.
DRS.
Flash also saved his DRS.
Who's got DRS?
Oh, and
Alex
he's got it.
Yeah, because the DRS activation zone is before the turn where he may be overtaken.
Yeah.
So Mr. Flash, 11 seconds in front of Raikon, will have some thinking to do. Although, 2nd, 3rd and 4th are all on the supers.
Yeah. Chewy's caught up to Sir Brian. Does have DRS, which I'm pretty sure, if I'm not wrong, has been shortened this season.
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
No, I just never thought it was in the middle of the straight, but Chewy's now 0.8 seconds behind Sir Brian, with Lee Finley now closing the gap to about 5.3 seconds. Whilst Glock as well also catching up to Paulie Orange. should we shove some DRS here on Sir Brian? So hopefully, when they get around to it, he should be able to make an overtake. Oops. My apologies for that. Should be right on his gearbox, only 0.1 of a second behind, goes to the outside line. Brian defends the inside quite well. And, Chewy should have it down the main straight here.
He is, but again, this is one of the times when the DRS activation zone, would you just hang back that tiny bit to make sure you've got DRS down here?
Sir Brian's taken those super softs 22 laps. I don't really think he's going to even be able to. That ERS isn't ERS and DRS isn't going to help him here. As you can see, he can barely catch up to Chewy.
Yeah, the people who are making ground now on this track are the ones on the soft tyres.
Exactly. Apart from Dastardly, but you know,
on fresh
supers,
yeah.
Yeah. Lee Finley 3.5 seconds behind now.
Can you see what I can see?
No, I cannot.
Raindrops on the cars.
I can just see leaves blowing. The weird things you look at in the F1 game.
If you go to cockpit view on any of the cars, you'll see it. Also, I can see some horrible graining on the front tyres of Brian.
Yeah, so can I as well. Oh yeah, I can see the rain. I feel like one or two more laps per driver, and then it's the perfect time to come in.
See, because this is where, in my mind, I'm thinking the track's going to start to get wet, so you're going to lose grip.
Yeah.
But on 24-lap-old supers, you've not got very much grip anyway.
No. But I think Mr. Flash has to come in this lap. That's just my opinion, obviously, but his supers won't make it a 25th lap. Like, they're degrading really fast.
For me, that's not very heavy rain, I think.
Well, no, but at max it will probably be into us. And this tyre, and with him losing so much time to Alex, it would be a smart decision in my opinion.
But this is where I'm talking about looking at your strategy in advance of thinking, well, if it's going to rain in about 20 minutes, do I want fresh tyres now, or do I want worn tyres in 20 minutes when it's going to start raining?
Yeah. And Lee Finley just made quite a decent overtake on Brian. Oh, never mind. Brian's actually kept it. No, he hasn't. And Lee Finley has DRS just to rub salt in the runes of Brian. But he's not using it, so probably being careful because of the slight wetness of the track.
But again, these drivers on the soft tyres,
Mr. Flash is going for pits. And he is going on to intermediates.
I've got softs on my screen.
Oh, so is mine. Okay then. The tyres on the...
Have you ever had it on a league race where it rains but the track doesn't actually get wet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've had it a couple times, so I'm wondering if this is what Mr. Flash is preparing himself for.
And even Lee Finley's just got past Mr. Flash. So that puts Chew into third, Lee Finley into fourth, Mr. Flash in fifth, Sir Brian in sixth. And hello SR Cats, welcome to the stream.
Do you have many viewers on your stream?
Not many.
Probably more than me. I've got 3 people. I think I was up to 7 earlier, but I've got 3 with no comments. 4! Woo!
I've got 4 now as well. It's nice how From Chaos stays to watch the race and just talk to the drivers.
Although, have you ever done a live driver interview?
No.
I was considering it with Jordan because I've done it with Jordan before, but we could invite From Chaos in for a live driver interview. Yeah? you want him, we can ask him about how he felt the track was. And
woeful. It is. There we go. In right set.
Raikon is
and,
in the pits. And Raikon has
steal the
gone
words
for
right
Thompson
on.
also.
And Sir Ryan as well, also in the pits. And Dastardly should be able to get him. Oh, and what's happened here then?
Yeah, it's funny though.
Yeah.
That is
That
funny.
was
Hello from Chaos.
I did. Yeah,
How
it
was
was,
that? How did you feel when you fared against the AL1 drivers being the AL2 reserve?
Not too bad. Not when I took the first 3 corners in first. And then I took myself out, so... No embarrassment. No, it's tough. It's tough. It doesn't matter whatever you want. It's tough.
Alex Musical looked like he was struggling for a little bit of grip coming around the end of sector 3 there, so I'm betting it's into weather.
The DRS hasn't been disabled yet, as I've seen. But, and maybe it might be this lap, but again, not much spray from the tyres, so it's not
yet.
wet enough.
Yeah,
It's also not.
Because it was, I mean, 2 laps on a set of tires and it was sliding everywhere, so...
Yeah.
It definitely the tires, I think.
Alex is a time penalty. Nice one, Alex. And you can see how early people are actually braking for turn 1, showing that it is quite slippery out there. But again, no sign of anyone going on to inters.
No. How was the weather reports coming through to you, Chaos, during your race? What was your pit crew telling you?
It said 15 minutes right before I crashed. So, it's about the time when it should have started raining.
It's just gonna be like fine, horrible rain.
It said 10 minutes and then it said 5 for maybe 2 or 3 laps, and then right as soon as I crashed.
Oh, Lee Finley's making the move on Chewy here. Sorry to cut you off, but Lee Finley just got that move very nicely indeed, as Mr. Flash will also probably try the same down the next straight.
It was the same situation again. He had DRS, but he didn't activate it.
No. And
Strange one.
it's probably for the fact that the track is just wet, but not wet enough. And Mr. Flash sliding through that corner.
A lot of low downforce. I got blown by on the straights.
Yeah, we could see.
Why don't we not actually use the wet setup,
Who's that? Sorry.
considering that it was going to rain? Oh, what a move there with Mr. Flash, straight on Chewy.
It was. That was a very controlled move.
But I don't think Chewy put up much of a fight though. And he knows Mr. Flash is on better tyres.
Yeah. I think that was a very sensible move by Mr. Flash. But if it dries up now, then it was definitely the best move.
It will.
The only other thing will be is obviously he's needing to use a different compound at some point in the race. Oh wait, no, because he was on the supers. Then he went to softs. So if the track dried up, he could take them tyres to the end. Whereas Alex still has to pit.
Same with Chewy and Dastardly. Oh, I'm surprised Dastardly is taking those tyres. Hold on, never mind. My game's just not loading for some reason. Did he? Oh wait, no, it says Dastardly has 2 sets of supers. That's why. Okay.
Okay.
It just doesn't show that. It just shows 1 pair of supers, even though he's clearly done 2. No, Alex needing to pit again. Same with Chewy. Right then. I feel like it could work, because Lee Finley's not going to be able to take those tyres many more laps.
Although you could say the same for Alex. Alex has had a couple extra laps than Lee on them.
And you could, but again, with that, you say Lee will have to go on to a new pair of tyres, so will Alex. So they both have to make one more pit stop, but Lee's 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, Alex has got a pit stop on Lee, and I don't think Lee is doing much damage to that gap between him and Alex.
No. So I feel like Alex has got this race wrapped up unless it goes to wets.
But I think,
or gets even wetter.
I don't think it's going to get much better. I think it is going to be like we said about one of them races where it rains but the track doesn't get wet.
I mean, I will look at the lap times very quickly, but for Alex, he has slowed down by quite a bit. His last lap was a 1:32.
He did have a big lock up there coming into turn 1.
Oh, fair enough.
At the end of sector 3, you
right?
could see he was holding off from going full throttle and full lock.
Yeah, but the laps before were 1:28s and 1:29s. So it probably is getting worse.
Lee Finley is in the pit.
And Flash.
As is Mr. Flash.
They're both going on into, I can tell you that now. Please.
Yeah.
But I'm not wrong, yay. Finally.
So, is this where they're going to close the gap down on Alex? And Alex is really struggling.
Oh, Lee Finley really just got a better pit stop there than Mr. Flash.
Oh yeah, he pulled them big gap coming out of the pits.
Yeah. And everyone's actually gone into the pits. Jeez, even Dastardly. Is Sir Brian coming into the pits? Yes, he is.
Have we missed it? Is DRS disabled?
No, I haven't missed it.
I've got to be honest as well. I have a lot more trust in Jeff on this game. Last game, Jeff would just tell me anything. But this game, it seems like when Jeff says we've got a new strategy, he's right, because
DRS disabled.
Is a DRS disabled.
That means Alex is going into the pits now, and Chu will probably do the same as well. But as you can see, the gap between first and last at this point is almost a full lap.
Although,
because Sir Brian come out the pits now.
I'll be interested to see the gap between Alex and Lee once Alex has gone past turn 1, because it was about 28 seconds, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I think that extra lap on the slick tyres might have been of benefit.
Really helped.
But it still
and
really
Chewy's in the
doesn't
pit.
look very wet.
And Chewy again also going on to the inters, but I think... Has he got a 5 second stop go?
Yeah, we had that 5 second stop go for running turn 1. Running the chicane, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which we think is a bit unfair because he lost 3 seconds to Dastardly doing that.
Yeah.
So he had no advantage whatsoever, and he did it properly. So I think that would be sensible
game's
if
broken.
he was to appeal that to the FIA and have that 5 seconds added back on. Because that is one thing we do also at Wheel to Wheel. If you have any appeals, whether it be against another driver or whether it be against a penalty the game awarded you, which you felt was unjustified, as long as you upload your video as evidence, the FIA will review it and then deal with it accordingly.
Well, there's 20 laps to go here. Lee Finley, 22 seconds behind.
Mr. Flash was struggling then.
Yeah. Definitely not wet enough for the wet tyres. Intermediate, sorry.
Lee is definitely, as you say, is now 22 seconds behind. But he was 28 before the rain. So
And he's actually just lost a whole half a second in the last sector. So Brian with another penalty.
that might be because of Alex being on the 2 main straights. Oh, and we've got... Is that Glocky off?
Oh yeah, that is Glock. Is that Glock? Sorry, just had to have one of them. It's just gonna be a thing now.
I'm laughing, I don't know the reference, I've got to be honest. Maybe I'm too old.
No, it's the fact that you're too young. No. You didn't get into F1 by that season. It was the season that Lewis Hamilton won the title thanks to Glock, a racer, moving out, like going really slowly, and giving him 5th place. And it took the title away from Felipe Massa.
Yes. In Brazil.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Jewelry. So everyone gets the 2008 reference of it's that Glock. But in Time 18, we just say, is that Ocon, because for Ocon giving Lewis the title by taking out Max Verstappen. I'm surprised Ocon didn't blame Ericsson. I think no, that's Grosjean, never mind.
I did like that video that was up on the F1 site with the illustrations taken out of context from the radio messages. That was funny.
I like that too. Nobody's really catching anyone here. It's quite sad.
No, it's just that type of track.
It's that type of race. Yeah. And so Glock's slightly closing on Chewy. But I think Chewy's saving up at some of his ERS.
Raikkonen's got 100% ERS. He didn't seem to want to use it.
I guess he's waiting for... I don't even know what he's waiting for, he's just, not using it. And I'm actually surprised that Glock's managed to get up into 6th place. I already am. Considering he's at the back for most of this race, and now he's just suddenly jumped up loads of positions.
Although it's probably because the weather's changing a lot of the dynamics of the track, meaning like a lot of my setups I can drive dry and wet. I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
But everybody else sometimes has a dry setup or a wet, and then when they're running their dry setup and it gets wet, I seem to catch them a bit then, which might be
well, for most tracks, I don't have a setup, so default we go.
I think a lot of this game is in the setup. If you got the right setup, then it just makes the track easier and your car a lot faster.
But to be fair, like, I've been practicing with time trial setups around Italy, especially, but first place's setup in the world feels awful. I do wonder how half these people actually use their setups.
Are you a pad or are you a wheel?
I'm a pad user. It's probably like the reason.
I'm a pad, but a lot of the faster guys I know are wheels.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, my wheel broke, so I've been using the pad for like the past 3 weeks. It's terrible.
Oh, on that, to be fair, you fared really well, considering you're using your pad in the AL1 thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough. It's just not the same feel, and you can't use the same setup on a pad as you can a wheel. It's totally different.
That is true. So Glock's actually made quite a bit of ground onto Chewy. So hopefully we can see an overtake, maybe on the main straight if we're lucky. And he has just boxed out on that corner, so a bit too early to tell.
Ooh, cuts a bit in the corner there, I think.
Yeah. Leafy's taken a second out of Alex. Only 21 more of them to go. I mean, what Alex has got on his side though is the fact that there's not 21 laps to go, and Leafy's not catching by a second a lap, sorry. A lap a sec. Yeah. And it's about 17 laps to go, and I feel like Alex has got this in the bag still. Oh, Glock again has closed down a bit. Hopefully he can make the move this lap, or at least battle. He gets quite a bit of oversteer there, losing some time, and all the progress he's made over the last 2 laps has just gone to waste. So that's what you get when you make mistakes, though.
Yeah. Well, that's it. One tiny little thing can cost you 2/10 or 2 seconds, and it's just. Or sometimes, if it's a big enough mistake, it costs you 2 wheels.
Good news though. Raikkonen finally using his ERS. Oh, and he's not anymore. I've realised that, especially offline, if you use ERS in wet, it's not going to go down much.
Yeah, because you can harvest a lot because you do a lot more braking in the wet.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I mainly use like a hot lap or overtake just for like the whole race if it's a full wet race. It never goes down from like 50%. Obviously depending on track. But still. So Raikkonen has made up about a second onto Glock here. So that's pretty good for him. So Paul the Orange's in 2 seconds of Mr. Flash as well.
Yeah, he's in 2 seconds of a podium step, which we'll find out.
I want Mr. Flash to keep it there though, because, you know, my bet was the Ferraris to get 1 and 3.
Yeah, so you'll be 50% right.
Yeah.
Although, again, you know, the whole track dynamic's going to change again if the rain stops.
Which it said it would, I believe, on the weather.
Yeah. But it is still falling at the moment.
Yeah. When did it say? Oh, that's the wrong screenshot. To be fair, it said about 92 minutes in, so we could go to the end of this race without it changing again. And hopefully not. I do hope it changes back to dries, because at least then we'll have some DRS overtakes to talk about.
Yeah, I do think we'll have an interesting last 5 laps at least, if not the last 10.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's only 5 more laps and then the last 10 laps.
Yeah. There's no... And Paul the Orange is probably the only person currently catching anyone. Again, isn't that staggered? It's just whoever makes the worst mistake gets punished the most.
Yeah, and that's partly what I was saying before about you've got some drivers who've got outright pace.
Yeah.
There's some who can do an okay lap for 53 laps of a race. Because if you've got outright pace, if you do 1 lap wrong, that can cost you the race.
Yeah.
Or if the track changes and then it gets wet and you can't handle the wet, then you can lose the race.
Yeah.
I think that's what I like about Formula 1 so much.
Yeah. Oh, Paul the Orange has got into 8/10, so I think Mr. Flash had a really bad final corner. I mean, the gap is quite small now, so hopefully we can see these two battling a bit.
Also, Lee Finley is taking another 1.5 seconds off Alex.
But that second's not going to be much considering Alex has just gained it back.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So, have you got anything else that we can add or talk about, or you want to share with us, Chaos, maybe, for how this race felt at the start?
Me personally, the race started bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of I think a lot had to do with Flash desyncing, and I think a lot, and then I think Cookie dive bombed Orange and someone else.
Is that what was happening off the line?
Yeah, I think some of it was Flash desyncing, and then Cookie kind of took the first two out and dive bombed the first corner. And it seemed after that it was just me and Raycon. I don't really know how I blew by him, but took two corners in the lead before I spun. So, to me, that's a win. But 2 laps and the tires were shot anyway, so it's just a drag. And plus having no setup. If I would have came in ahead of time knowing exactly what I wanted to do, or at least practice some, I could have had a better way of doing it, but
Yeah,
not very good.
Because AL2 will be racing this race after the Christmas break, won't it?
Yeah, and I've had absolutely no practice. It was a little unprepared, but I think Jordan was talking to me when he DNF'd. It was Flash that DNF'd with him desyncing. Because on Jordan's screen it said he was in 9th place. Flash was.
So, has somebody joined the lobby late? Because normally that's something that happens if somebody joins in late. I didn't catch anybody.
I think what Jordan was asking was if the host, because I think he said if it was Russ hosting, then I think it was Russ that hosted in Germany when there was some decent issues.
I don't believe it's a host issue some of the time.
I don't think so either. Because on my screen, everyone was perfectly fine. I saw no desyncing anywhere. So.
Same here. We've not really had any technical difficulties apart from the start-finish line. Where the lights really weren't in sync with anyone.
Yeah. It's weird.
The rain has lightened up. I don't even think it's falling anymore.
I'll go first person block. I don't see it anymore. That does mean these last 12 laps could be quite interesting.
Like I say, I think last 10 laps, I think the next 2 laps it'll dry off. Because the other thing I've noticed on these games is also... Oh! Corley has just made it past Mr. Flash.
I didn't even see that, man. How?
I just caught it on the times on the side. Yeah, one thing I've noticed with these games and tracks is if it's only light rain, it doesn't take long to dry.
No.
But when it's heavy rain and then it goes dry, it takes a long time to dry. So we could be looking
what I've also noticed. Yeah. What I've also noticed is that with tyres, when in wet, the intermediates and the wets don't actually do the same as like the intermediates. Sorry, not the wets. The intermediates don't stay okay and then die off like they should. They kind of stay okay, die, then come back to life like 5 minutes later.
Yeah. Glocky
Wets
is on the
don't do that.
inside of Chewy.
Nice move from Glock there. But the intermediates at like the softs and super softs and the ultra softs and those kind of tyres, well, they do have their point of they break, but then they come back to life and start doing really well.
I think
So,
he's having another look back.
No, he's not gonna make that. So it was a nice move from Glock down the inside.
Chewy is on the outside now.
And he's got that.
That is a nice move.
What a move. What is he? Everyone overtaking on around the outside there. As a Glock isn't going to be able to make the... Oh! Dastardly's in the pits. Along with Sir Brian. And I think Glock just hit the grass there. Dastardly's out on softs. Sir Brian has come in himself for super softs.
Alex
and
as well.
Alex,
our race leader has gone on to the super softs. Although this will be interesting,
and
he'll come out the pits.
Lee Finley is staying out.
This might be a chance at a jump. Because DRS has not yet been enabled, and it's now enabled.
Oh,
I think that's
no,
be
Lee Finley. It's over for Lee Finley. As Glock's just overtaken Chewy again. And nobody else has challenged the pits. I don't know if Glock or Chewy will, but...
I think they will.
Surely one of them has to. Glock's coming in, and so is Chewy.
Yeah.
Will Raikkonen come in? Oh, Glock's got
Glocky,
5 seconds stop go for speed in the pit lane. And Raikkonen also in the pit lane.
So, I think I want to keep my eye on Lee Finley. And
Raikkonen's just jumped Chewy in the pit lane.
Alex is now within 3 seconds of Lee Finley.
My screen still says 4, so I'm not really having a look, but he's going to be able to easily catch up here. Is that the Force India Sir Brian in front of him? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So
there's going to be a lap car. I can see some blue flags as well.
Yeah, Sir Brian's has to move away. And if he doesn't know, Alex will get DRS off him, so that's going to really help Alex. Because obviously DRS has been enabled.
Oh,
and Lee Finley just speeding the pit lane.
I was going to say, seeing these blue flags, Sir Brian's got to let him go, otherwise he's going to get a penalty for ignoring the blue flags.
Everyone's now into the pits, so I don't think Glock's going to get the jump on him. But Paul the Orange did get the jump on Mr. Flash. Actually, I think Mr. Flash was behind anyway, but they kind of overtook in the pit lane. And Lee Finley's still 20 seconds behind. With 9 laps left, this race has to be all over. Unless Alex makes a mistake.
From Lee. But Alex has run an absolutely remarkable race.
Yeah. Mr. Flash is losing time now to Paulie Orange. So I feel like Paulie Orange has got that 3rd place. Oh, and actually no, he's getting it back. Never ignore me completely.
So I might just have a little quick rundown of the order now, just before the race changes at all for the track conditions changing to dry. In first place we have Alex Musica, and then 19 seconds behind we have Lee Finley in 2nd place, then Paulie Orange in 3rd, Mr. Flash in 4th, Glocky in 5th, Raikkonen in 6th, Chewy in 7th, Dastly in 8th, and Sir Brian in 9th. And I think we're a couple laps away from 90%, meaning most of these, as long as they finish the next couple laps, will be awarded the points for their drive. Except for Dastardly, obviously, because Dastardly is a reserve drive from AL2. Sauber will get the constructors' points, but Dastardly won't be awarded the driver points because he races in a different league.
Yeah. As a Glock has got another time penalty. Now I don't really know, but I think that's his 5th. Penalty. Oh no, it's only his 3rd, my apologies. And Lee Finley's just taking another second out of Alex.
Yeah,
and the track's almost fully dry, so I feel like Lee Finley might just start setting fastest laps here and there.
Yeah, it would be a big feat to try and get 19 seconds down in less than 7 laps.
And that's about 3 seconds a lap. And considering he has to overtake Alex as well in that time. And I don't think Alex will put up an easy fight.
No. No, not after the race is just delivered, because he deserves that top step.
1st place, yeah. And he's actually got DRS here, thanks to Dastardly.
Dastardly will let him pass now, I think.
Yeah. I mean, that does give Dastardly the chance of a possible DRS. I actually
it'll at least have the toe down here as well.
yeah. And that won't really help Dastardly for much apart from evading Sir Brian, who's really caught up quite well. Alex setting a 1 minute 22.9. If Lee Finley can even improve on that, I would be surprised.
I won't be. I gotta be honest.
Oh, of course he won't be. Well, he's oh well. Okay, just. I need to stop. I need to stop making outrageous claims like that.
Well, I think it's getting used to the fact that these are AL1 drivers. Mr. Flash 122.
Mr. Flash, wow.
I mean, let's also remember that it was like 119s in qualifying, and
yeah,
although they won't be down to the same fuel weight, they're not far away.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not expecting 122s. I was expecting like a 123.1 at max. Wow.
Raikkonen 121.7.
I know there's a reason he is catching up to Glock quite quickly.
I mean, Lee Finley specifically, and Jarno can't be here today because he's away, I think.
Yeah.
But they are the two I was referring to when I was saying about the top 2 or 3% on time trial. And forgive me if anybody else is within that top 2 or 3% on time trial. I think Jordan may also be. But these are some fast drivers.
Yeah. Sir Brian's actually stopped her gaining onto Dastardly now. We've only, 6 laps left for him. Actually, we've technically 5, sorry, because Alex has overlapped him. But for 5 on each of them, he's really got to narrow down that gap quite quickly. Especially if he wants those 4 points instead of just 2.
It would be interesting to see if any changes are made before the end of the race. I feel like, looking at it right now, there's not going to be many, if any.
Yeah. I feel like this might be the final grid order. However, Sir Brian, Mr. Flash, and Raikkonen do look like they're catching up to people in front slightly.
The only other thing that would change the end result would be penalties.
Yeah. Well, I also like looking at the fact that Shui's only had 2 stops, and yet it's still down in 7th.
Raikkonen is closing onto Glocky.
In fact, 1.2 second difference.
Any more,
if you can,
and he'll have DRS.
Yeah, you can just get that slight bit down. It's 1.19, 1.15.
Glocky's also used all his DRS.
Oh, he's just missed it too. Glock escapes just from Raikkonen. Hell, Raikkonen has to stay at 121.1. There's no escaping that.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Raikonen's got a few laps where he can make these moves.
And I think after this chicane, if Raikkonen can get it just right, he should be able to even gain some extra time on Glock.
So Brian has also closed the gap from Dastardly. We might have to do some changes next year.
Raikkonen's just missed out on DRS yet again. Sir Brian's actually made it into the DRS range of Dastardly. I mean, I wouldn't expect much else. Dastardly had to go on the softs, and Sir Brian did. Well, obviously he didn't because he had to go on the supers. And maybe Dastardly made a bad plan of going super.
Possibly, because then he had no
Yeah,
supers
I would
left.
say he did.
Because now he's running softs when everyone else is running supers.
Yeah.
But I still think for an AL2 reserve, he's doing a grand job.
Oh, of course he is. I'm not going to ever take that away from him. So, Brian's has closed the gap even more thanks to DRS. With a brilliant corner there. And on this main straight, he will have him, no doubt.
Yeah, because although he's got no DRS here, he's got a fantastic toe.
Yeah. And Dastardly's used up most of the DRS. And Sir Brian, 3 attempts away. He could get this here. He should get this here. He's gone down the inside.
Yeah, I think
And he
he'll
does
complete
get it
the
here.
move before the turn.
Yep. And it's an easy little ride around the second corner to confirm, well, to take away 8th place. Only 2 laps left as well, I've just realised. So Raikkonen must start making those moves. And he's not used up much of his ERS, whilst Glock has. So again, Raikkonen could just easily push it all out for these laps and
One thing
really
I'm considering
go for
right
it.
now is whether
What?
Raikkonen has got his ERS set to automatic. Because he's not turned it up.
Oh, maybe he does. I mean, to be fair, it is going up and going down every time he brakes, and it's quite clear it is. And it's not being used up much on the straights either, so
No, I definitely think this is the case of he's got it on auto.
yeah. But he's got a DRS here though. So hopefully with the use of ERS and DRS, he should be able to get into a closer range of Glock. And obviously he won't make a move around here, but maybe on the main straight. And again, it's lap 52, meaning we have only 2 more times for Alex to cross the finish to win the race. Unless he crashes, then, you know, well done, Lee Finlay. Oh, slightly wide there from Glock. Raikkonen has DRS available to him.
And
Used it.
his ERS has finally turned up.
Oh, yeah.
You just said-
But now back down again.
Oh. And again, the gap's only 0.3. And luckily there are the 2 DRS zones on the track. So Raikkonen might have a second bite of the cherry before the end of the lap. It might just be a last minute smash and grab, really.
But he's got a penalty, and that's not what you want on the last lap.
No, it's really not.
Although this ain't their
As
last lap, is
Alex has crossed the line for his final lap. And with the only real battle being Raikkonen again.
it? He's got DRS, but he's got a full ERS, and it's not deploying. So he must have it on auto, but he'll be kicking himself because he's got all that power to complete that overtake, and he can't use it.
Yeah, there's no use to waste it. I mean, you got some crossing the line at the end, you wasted it. So.
I mean, is he hoping that maybe to save himself from getting more penalties, that Glock has more penalties than him?
Maybe, but Raikkonen just got awarded a penalty on that last lap.
I guess. And it's going down quite a lit here.
It is now.
If I was him,
'cause
if
now the
I
game's
was him, I'd try and make it here. Oh, he's pushed him off.
I think that would
Still
have to
have to
be-
look at that, but
Yeah. It was a bit hard to get the right angle, but
no, he's let him back through.
he has. Hats off to him. Fair play.
Yeah. And Alex has crossed
has
the line
crossed
for
the
first place.
So I think what I'm going to do is watch them cross the line, see how the time and penalties affect. Oh, but I want to flick the
As
right one.
Dastardly actually gets in front of Brian thanks to Brian's time penalties. As ooh! Lee Finley just got a 5-second penalty for unserved stop go.
Yeah, well, all it is because he didn't serve his 5-second penalty. He's
Oh, and a pretty move there from Raikkonen. Went wide, cut the corner a bit, and him and Glock are really pushing this now. Raikkonen's going to try around the outside. His ERS isn't going down, and Glock has this. Only just. He's got a penalty for unserved stop go, which puts Raikkonen ahead. And Raikkonen's going to be ahead anyways. Glock had one more penalty than him. So Chewy will be the last person to cross the line with no ERS left. And that completes the Italian Grand Prix.
that was a good bit of action there at the end.
You know, you really have to give driver of the day to Alex.
Yeah, that was a well fought race by Alex, I gotta say.
Yeah. And to be fair, he fought hard for first place, and then the second he was there, he dominated it. Probably due to other drivers' mistakes, maybe a bit of luck.
Well, there was some big incidents on lap 1, which I think will be being reviewed by the FIA shortly.
No, he deserves it. He deserves the win, and
he does. And if we run down the finishing order, we've got Alex Musica in first place, Lee Finley in second, Mr. Flash in third, Paulie Orange in fourth, Raikkonen in fifth, Chewy in sixth, Glocky in seventh, Dastardly in eighth. But as an AL2 reserve, the points will go to Sauber. So Brian in ninth, Jordan Musk in 10th, from Chaos and Cookie Games, they DNF'd, and Jordan Musk, sorry, for the 10th place.
So that was an
how was that
exciting
for
race.
your first wheel-to-wheel experience?
It was really good, really enjoyable. I don't really know any other words to say.
Well, I think it was
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to commentate with you.
And it was a pleasure myself. Thanks for having me.
It's alright. Wheel to wheel now, we're going on our Christmas break, so AL2 won't be racing this Friday. We'll be back in the new year to race AL2 for Monza. So hope you all have a good Christmas break. See you all in the new year.
Merry Christmas.
Peace, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Cheers.
Bye.